Hello, my name is Adam and I have written a play. So the play that I've written was part of my degree. It was my final production piece. It has a runtime of about 40 minutes and it is called Finding Pride. It is about a young queer person who is navigating the world of discovering themselves and dealing with the pressures of bullying and the pressures for sex and sexual relationships on young queer people. Very excitingly, some of my friends agreed to do a recording of it. So that is what this video is going to be. It's going to be a table reading of my play. You can find more info about the people who were part of the reading in the description below. And more of me, you can find more of me there. And I hope you enjoy. This is Finding Pride by Adam Laboda.
Late spring 2019, around 4 p.m. outside an apartment building. There is a double doorway with an intercom to the side. A bench and a large potted plant sit in front of the wall stage left. After the audience begin entering, Leo enters, navigating with his phone. He is young and skinny with short, overgelled hair. He wears a pair of light blue jeans with a brown belt, matched with a casual shirt, black coat, and a pair of white pump shoes. He arrives at the doorway, he checks the time and sits on the bench, bouncing his leg and biting his nails. A variety of characters come and go, some walking across through the scene, others entering the building. Leo continues to check his phone every few minutes, putting it back in his pocket every time. Once the audience has arrived, he gets a message which puts a nervous smile on his face. The house lights go down and he gets up, walks to the door, hesitates, then nervously presses the intercom.
Hello?
It's Leo.
Come on up.
The door unlocks and Leo enters the building. As the door closes, behind him, the wall and door rise, revealing Freddie in his apartment. The walls are a clean white colour. On the back wall, upstage left, there is a door which leads out of the apartment and into the corridor, next to which there are some hooks, where 2 coats hang. Along the wall, stage left, there are 2 doors. One is the bathroom, which has a lock on it. The other is the bedroom. On the wall behind the sofa is a bright, colourful painting. Opposite the 2 doors, downstage right, there is a glass double door which opens onto a balcony that we cannot see. These doors act as the main window for the apartment, through which is a warm, natural light fills the room. These doors act as the main window for the apartment, through which a warm, natural light fills the room. The upstage right section is a kitchen area with several cupboards and a large fridge. Centre stage, there is a dark red sofa, 3 seats wide, facing towards the audience, next to which is a small table with a small plant. In front of the sofa is a larger coffee table made of wood with a mug on it. Freddie returns from the intercom to the sofa. He is in his mid to late 20s, but could pass as being anywhere between 20 and 30. He is wearing a pair of blue jeans and a black belt, a stripy brown and cream t-shirt and a pair of orange socks. His hair is short and styled with a sweep to one side. He has well-maintained stubble, which brings a sharp definition to his face. He picks up the mug, takes it to the kitchen, and pours the remaining drink down the sink, rinses out the mug, wipes the inside, checks to see if it's clean, and rinses it out again. He then takes a dish towel and starts to dry the mug. He walks around the room as he dries, stopping as he arrives in front of the sofa and checks his watch. Eventually, there is a knock at the door, and he carefully places the mug back onto the coffee table, flicks the towel onto his right shoulder, and walks over to the door where he stops, fixes his posture, and opens the door.
Hey, come on in.
Freddie gestures for Leo to enter. He does, nervously. Freddie closes the door behind him and then walks to his side.
Let me take that for you.
Leo takes off his coat, revealing sweat patches under his armpits, and passes it to Freddie. Freddie then stretches across Leo to hang the coat on the hooks. As he does, his t-shirt lifts, revealing a portion of his torso and the waistband of his underwear. Leo tries not to look, but also not to look away.
Sorry, I don't look that presentable. Got a bit carried away doing my drying.
He walks back to the table, picks up the mug, and takes it back to the kitchen.
Take a seat. Leo, right?
Yeah.
Nice to finally meet you. I'm Frederick, but everyone calls me Freddie.
Pause. Leo sits.
Where'd you travel from again?
Oh,
Oh, no, I remember. You have a flat in Islington with your mate. We had that whole thing about whether you would come here or I would go to you.
yeah.
Freddie sits next to Leo. They sit in silence for a few seconds. Then Freddie smiles at Leo. A second later, Leo launches himself at Freddie and kisses him. Freddie pushes Leo off.
Well, okay.
Freddie gets up.
I thought that maybe we could have a drink and get to know each other before we, get to that bit.
Leo looks upset.
Sorry.
Freddie goes to the kitchen.
I just prefer to get to know people first,
Pause.
What do you fancy to drink? I have champagne, gin, whiskey, vodka, a couple of bottles of cider and beer. Or actually, this might be more your style. Some form of alco pop, not entirely sure what that is. Some twink brought it when I had a party here once. I haven't even touched it. Sparkling blueberry flavor. Still in date?
Do you have any lemonade?
Let me check.
He opens a cupboard, which several large bottles of different fizzy drinks in it.
I have orangeade, but it might be a bit flat, and it's been in the cupboard for a while. Otherwise, it's only really cheap cola.
Oh, I'll have the beer then, please.
Sure.
Yeah, a beer is okay.
This is one I got from a local brewery by my parents' house last month. Has very distinct taste. I fancy a gin and tonic first, then I'll join you with the beer.
Freddie pours himself a gin and tonic with extra gin, then takes 2 bottles of beer from the fridge and brings them to the table. He passes a beer to Leo, places the other on the table, and sits with the gin. Meanwhile, Leo sits awkwardly on the sofa, staring at the bottle in his hand.
Do you want me to open that? Give it here.
Leo passes the bottle to Freddie, who laughs. He opens the bottle on the side of the table and it fizzes over. He puts the bottleneck in his mouth to catch the beer. Once done, he puts the beer on the table.
I'll open the other one for you.
Thanks.
Freddie opens the other bottle, which does not fizz, and passes it to Leo.
Thank you.
Cheers.
They clink glasses. Freddie drinks, Leo does not. Freddie examines Leo.
You look younger in real life than you do in your photos. That's not a bad thing. It's probably my old eyes.
Well, people always say I don't look my age.
Maybe I've just seen so many guys. My sense of age is so off by a few years.
Maybe.
Pause.
You look good for your age.
Freddie laughs.
You make it sound like I'm old.
Leo misses the sarcasm.
No, I didn't mean... I mean, you look really hot. Yeah, super fucking hot. And sexy.
Freddie stares at Leo, then laughs again.
I think you made that clear when you jumped on me.
Sorry.
I'd do the same if I were you.
Freddie smirks, then puts down his gin and looks intently at Leo.
Tell me about yourself.
Pause.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Anything.
I have a dog.
What breed?
Lab cross collie.
Hectic then.
Yeah.
Pause.
Any siblings?
One brother.
Get along well?
As well as siblings do.
Pause.
What about you?
One sister who lives in France and one brother in Anglesey. I'm the eldest by 3 years.
Right.
Pause.
What are you into?
Into?
Yeah.
Badminton?
Pause. Freddie laughs.
I meant sexually.
Oh. Not much.
Kinks?
No.
Favorite position?
Short pause.
The usual one?
Freddie looks at Leo.
Sweetie, there is no usual position in gay sex. There are only good ones and bad ones.
Right.
I'll show you which is which later.
Freddie winks and then leans back on the sofa, opening his legs.
Top or bottom?
Both?
Good. That's the best way to be. Don't forget about your drink.
Pause.
You have a nice apartment.
Thanks. I'm glad you think so. I pay enough in rent for it.
Pause.
Do you live by yourself?
Yeah. Nobody's going to see you here if that's what you're worrying about.
It's not, just getting to know you.
Okay.
Pause.
Are you single?
Very.
Do you want to be?
Yeah. I've had a few friends with benefits, but I usually stick to hookups. We all get horny, and this is much easier.
He gestures at Leo.
And I enjoy meeting new people like this, getting to know them in a way very few people get to. Beats old men in car parks, that's for sure. You?
Yeah, I'm single.
Good on you. Have plenty of fun and work out what you want later.
Freddie places his empty gin glass on the table and picks up his beer. He returns to leaning back on the sofa with his legs spread.
Go out much? Some of the nightclubs or bars? I'm sure you would be very popular. Get any man you want.
Pause.
Not really my scene.
Mine neither anymore. I used to when I was younger. I went out in Central with my best mate on my 18th birthday. Ended up sucking off some random guy in the bathroom. He was very hot though, so I didn't care. So was the guy who sucked me off 10 minutes later. Wouldn't do it now, mind. This way is much easier. You ever been sucked off by a stranger?
Leo shakes his head.
Maybe we'll change that.
Freddie puts down the beer, returns to the same position, and puts his arms behind his head.
You've done it before, though, right? Fucked.
Leo nods his head.
Good. I suppose it's all you can think about when you're young, waiting for that moment you can finally get some cock. Most of us don't even care who it's attached to. As long as it's good and makes you come, that's all we want.
Leo nods.
What do you want, Leo?
Leo takes his first sip from his beer and spits it out over both him and Freddie. Freddie is surprised at first, but eventually laughs. Leo freezes out of embarrassment. Party music can now be heard playing in the distance, but Leo and Freddie cannot hear it.
I'm so sorry.
Not a fan of the beer, then?
Tastes like burnt toast.
He laughs.
You can go and clean yourself in the bathroom if you want. It's the one with the lock on the door. I'll clean the mess up here.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Freddie takes the bottle from Leo, picks up the other from the table and takes him to the kitchen. Leo takes himself to the bathroom. During the next section, Freddie finishes both bottles of beer, removes his trousers and places them on the back of the sofa. Leo remains in the bathroom throughout. The lights change, as we are now at a house party a few months before it is now nighttime. The front of the stage is lit dimly, and the kitchen area is barely visible. 3 teenage boys, Hayden, Matty, and Isiah, enter from the balcony doors, which is now the entrance from a corridor, and run to the bathroom door, making sounds of excitement. The party music comes from the room below.
Are they doing it?
I'm listening.
Gonna be so proud of my boy if they are.
Losing his V card too, Jessica.
Oh, she is so fit.
I could go all night with her.
Shut up! I'm trying to listen.
Eli enters, running. He stops when he sees the boy, who has been crying.
What do you want?
Leave him alone.
Excuse me?
Ignore him, Matt.
I said leave him alone.
Matty approaches Eli.
Say that again?
Leave him alone.
As if?
He's confused.
Not sure he's the confused one.
You shouldn't.
Shouldn't what?
It's not fair.
They square up to Eli.
Helping our man I get laid ain't fair.
Don't be such a pussy.
Just because you want to fuck him.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
We know what you are.
I saw what you were doing to him, faggot.
Don't call me that.
Why? It's what you are, isn't it, fag?
Stop it.
You want this?
He grabs his crotch and shakes it towards Eli. Isiah back to the door.
You want to suck it?
Get on your knees.
Eli starts crying. They turn away.
Bitch couldn't handle this anyway.
Yo, shut the fuck up for a second.
Matty and Hayden run to Isiah, who has stood by the door.
Can you hear them?
What's going on?
Shut up!
He places his head against the door and tries to listen.
They're doing it.
They're fucking.
Yeah!
Finally!
He weren't lying then.
He ain't no homo.
Thank fuck.
Proud of our lad.
They turn to Eli, who has stopped crying.
Bet you feel stupid now.
He defo don't want you.
Go find a different guy to prey on.
You dirty fag, he don't want you.
He wants her.
Get out of here.
Hayden lunges forward towards Eli, who jumps and then runs off, back through the balcony doorway.
Glad he's gone.
Couldn't get away fast enough.
They still fucking?
Let me check.
He puts his ear to the door again.
Shit, I think they're coming out.
What do you mean?
They must have heard us.
Oh shit.
Run!
They run off stage, laughing. The lights return to as before. Leo enters from the bathroom door, his wet clothes over his arm. He wears only his underwear, shirt, and socks. Freddie is in the kitchen, also trouserless, making himself another drink.
You have somewhere I can put these?
Freddie turns and smirks as he sees Leo trouserless.
The radiator in there. Do you want to borrow a pair? Will stay dry?
No, I'm okay.
Leo enters the bedroom. Freddie follows and waits outside the door.
Are you sure? I don't mind.
It's okay.
Leo comes back through the door and Freddie stands above him. He stares for a second, then kisses Leo. He separates, turns around and walks back to the kitchen. Leo stands for a second, then sits in the same space on the sofa, his phone in his hand.
Fancy a different drink? I have that fizzy blueberry thing.
Pause.
Yes, thank you.
Freddie brings the drink over to the table, opens it, and then hands it to Leo. Leo looks up at trouserless Freddie and a sudden anxiety rushes through him. Freddie misinterprets it as cold and passes Leo a pair of grey joggers from his washing.
Here, they're clean, don't worry.
He gives them to Leo, who puts them on.
Thanks.
Freddie finishes his drink, then sits with his arm around Leo.
So, where were we?
Pause. Leo drinks.
How's the drink?
Much better than the first.
Phew. Although, I wouldn't complain if I needed to take off another layer.
Freddie smirks at Leo.
Sorry.
There's been much worse on this sofa. And on me, for that matter. You learn not to get grumpy about a spillage. It was probably a benefit anyway. Things were starting to get a little tight down there.
He winks at Leo again, takes a sip from his drink and places it back on the table. As he's at the table, he opens one of the drawers and pulls out a box of condoms and a bottle of lube, which he places on the table. He then leans back on the sofa again. Leo takes another sip from his drink.
I hope you don't mind. You can never be too safe.
Leo shakes his head.
Let's get started then.
Freddie lifts his leg over Leo and sits on his lap, where he begins kissing him. Leo tries to keep his drink upright in his left hand. His other flails around on Freddie's back. After a few seconds, Freddie stops kissing Leo to remove his top. Leo sees an opportunity to place his bottle on the side table, and in doing so drops it on the floor.
Don't worry about that.
Freddie goes back to kissing Leo and starts undoing the buttons on Leo's shirt. After a few are undone, he stops and stands.
Let's do this.
He grabs the box and bottle from the table and pulls Leo into the bedroom. As he goes through the door, Leo's phone starts ringing. Leo comes back out to check.
My dad.
Do you need to answer it?
Well, I guess it can wait.
Pause.
Answer it if you need.
It can wait.
Leo lets the phone ring out. Freddie looks at him.
I'll call him back later.
You should have answered that.
I didn't want to.
Pause.
You should call him back.
No, it's okay. He knows I'm busy.
You should still call him back.
It won't be important.
Freddie gives Leo a look.
Never is.
Freddie sighs.
If you say...
Leo's phone rings again. They both stare at it. Leo looks at Freddie, who rolls his eyes.
Join me when you're done.
He enters the bedroom. As the door closes, Leo hastily runs to the other side of the apartment to answer his phone. He speaks in a quiet voice.
Hi, Dad. Yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm at a friend's house. Matty. Yeah, the one with the curly hair. We're working on a project. Shouldn't be too long. Yeah, college was okay, thank you. Yes, I'll see you later. I'll get my tea on the way. Around 8, if that's okay? Okay, love you too. Bye.
Leo ensures the call has ended and then sighs. He walks over to the sofa, sits, does up a few buttons, and is silent. Eli enters from the balcony doorway. As he does, the lighting changes again, as we are back at the party. The music can be heard from the room below again. Eli notices Leo and stands still for a second, then walks cautiously over to Leo.
Hi.
Hi.
Enjoying the party?
Leo looks at Eli with discontent.
I'm not really sure why I came, to be honest.
Leo continues to look at him.
Everybody seems to be enjoying the party, though. Well, except you and me.
Leo nods and looks away.
Can I sit with you?
Leo moves across to make space for Eli, who sits on the other side of the sofa, mirroring the opening scene.
My name's Eli.
I know.
Sorry, I didn't know what to say. We've never properly spoken before.
Silence.
Why'd you come?
My friends made me.
Who are your friends?
Matty, Hayden, and Isiah.
Oh,
What?
Eli retreats slightly.
I didn't... You don't... Sorry.
What?
Well, you know,
No, what?
you don't seem like one of that group.
Well, I am.
I've never seen you with them.
I'm really busy.
You don't even sit with them at lunch.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, how would you know?
I just do.
Enlighten me.
Pause.
The fact you don't know proves you're not one of their friends.
Leo stares at Eli.
I know because I'm always looking out for them.
That's weird.
Not when you're trying to avoid them.
Pause.
Why do you try to avoid them?
You honestly don't know.
I keep to myself.
So you admit you're not part of that group.
Leo smirks and then rolls his eyes. Eli smiles too.
You're too nice to be friends with them.
You don't even know me.
I know you well enough to know you're too nice for their group.
Thanks. You're nice too.
Eli smiles.
Why do you avoid them?
Guess.
Really?
Yes. It'll be like a bonding exercise. A get to know me kind of thing.
Leo laughs and shakes his head.
Okay. You are worried that they are secretly aliens who want to probe you.
Eli is speechless for a second.
No? You're funny. Guess again.
One of them is your evil twin sent to kill you.
You're not going to get it with that attitude.
It's fun though.
You're supposed to be learning about me, not having fun.
They laugh.
Tell me why you avoid them.
Guess.
No, tell me.
Okay.
Eli takes a deep breath and loses his smile.
They bully me.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Why do they bully me?
Yeah.
Because I'm different. Why else do people bully?
Pause.
Different how?
Guess.
No, just tell me.
Pause.
I'm short.
Right.
And I'm gay.
Oh,
Prime bully material right here. Short, gay, and to top it all off, I don't like football.
Leo smiles at Eli.
me neither.
Silence.
They spread a lot of rumours about me.
Well, I haven't heard any.
Oh, good. People don't usually want to talk to me after they hear them.
Pause.
Why did you tell them?
Tell them what?
That you're,
That I'm gay? I didn't.
then how do they know?
Bullies know everything.
Leo looks at Eli, confused.
I don't know how. They knew and started bullying me for it before I'd even worked it out for myself.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
I should have noticed though.
Well, as you said, you keep to yourself.
Leo nods.
I used to get bullied back in my old school.
I'm sorry.
They used to call me a girl because I had long hair. I got my parents to cut it short so they would stop. I've never let it grow long since.
Children can be vile.
They can be.
They sit in silence for a few seconds again.
Why did you come tonight?
Pause.
I wanted to see if I could make friends.
Well, you have.
You?
Yeah.
Eli smiles.
So, why did you come tonight? Really?
Pause.
They told me to, and I didn't want to say no.
Your friends?
Uh-huh.
I thought you pretended you knew him.
I've had a couple interactions with them. In class we get along, but, well, they say I needed to man up.
Man up?
Pause.
I'm still a virgin.
And?
And that's not a good thing.
Isn't it?
Pause.
I said Jessica had a crush on me and, well, wants to sleep with me.
I see. Does she?
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know.
You came all this way to sleep with someone, but you don't even know if you want to.
I know. I couldn't say no, though.
Of course you could.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
You don't understand.
And tell me.
Pause.
I want to prove to them, prove that I'm not gay.
Pause.
Is there something wrong with being gay?
No, of course not. I just don't want them to know, think I'm gay, that I'm gay.
So you don't get bullied?
Yeah.
I understand.
Pause.
They told me it was the only way to convince them. So I said yes. And now I've spent the entire party hiding in here by myself.
Well, that makes sense.
They can't, no. I can't. I don't want them. They can't.
Eli hugs Leo. He stops talking and hugs back.
Thank you.
Eli hugs tight for a second, then they separate, but are still close. Leo has a tear in his eye, which he wipes away. They smile at each other for a second. Then Leo leans in and kisses Eli, quickly, but lingering for a second. They separate again.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I think I misread what you were thinking.
I just wasn't expecting it. I thought you were straight.
I am.
Oh.
Sorry, I should go.
No, don't.
I feel so stupid.
You don't need to.
Please don't tell anyone.
As if I would.
There is a moment of silence. They start talking at the same time.
Can I kiss you back?
I should go find Jess.
Pause. No longer in unison.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pause.
I don't want to find Jess.
Then don't.
Well, I have to.
You really don't.
Short pause.
What else am I going to do?
Stay here with me.
Pause. Eli smiles.
Okay.
They sit for a few seconds, looking at each other.
I would quite like to kiss you now.
Yes, that sounds good.
They smile. Eli leans to kiss Leo and kisses him. Eli leans to Leo and kisses him. He kisses back. Suddenly, Matty walks in.
Leo, bro, Jess is waiting for you.
He notices Eli and Leo kissing.
What the fuck?
The two separate quickly. Leo distances himself from Eli, but remains on the sofa. They both look scared.
He's in here with the fag.
Don't call me that.
Shut up. Is that why you've been avoiding us, Leo? Spending time with your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
It looks like you do.
No,
You just what? Slipped and started making out with him?
No.
Hayden and Isiah enter.
It's Fag Boy.
They were in here making out.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, you were. Making out like two homos.
He kissed me. I didn't even want to.
Eli looks over at Leo, annoyed.
So you're a fag too, then?
No. I was just about to go find Jess when he kissed me.
Were you gonna fuck as well? Were you gonna take it up the arse?
Bet that's how you like it.
I'm not gay.
I saw what I saw.
He kissed me.
Whatever, bum boy.
I'll prove it.
You'll prove it.
How?
Go get Jess.
Get Jess.
Bring her up here. I'll fuck her. In there.
He points to the bathroom door.
No, you won't.
I will. I know Bumboy, all right? Go get her. I'll prove it.
Pause. Matty considers for a second.
All right, we'll go get Jess for you.
She's been gagging for it all evening anyways.
Shotgun I fuck her if he doesn't.
Isiah and Matty look at Hayden.
As if she'd sleep with you.
If she'll sleep with Leo, she'll sleep with me. You've seen me compared to him, right?
He flexes his muscles.
Plus, I'm the only one here with the tool to make her come.
Leo gets up from the sofa and puffs up his chest to Hayden.
Want to bet?
Hayden retaliates.
Oh, bring it on.
Hayden pushes Leo away. Leo runs and pushes him back. Matty steps between the two.
You shut up, and you don't go anywhere. We'll tell Jess you're waiting for her, and get rid of Fag Boy unless you want to fuck him instead.
I don't.
Sure. See you queens later.
Hayden, Matty, and Isiah leave. Eli turns and stares at Leo.
Fuck off.
You can't do this.
You can't tell me what to do, fag.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I don't want to fuck you. Now piss off.
You kissed me.
Yeah, only because I thought that's what you wanted.
You still kissed me.
Fuck off.
No.
Fuck off.
Pause.
I don't want you.
Eli stares.
I'm not gay. I'm not.
Eli stands. There is a tear in his eye.
This isn't okay.
Piss off.
You don't have to do this.
I do.
You don't.
Leo stares at Eli for a second.
I do. Now, leave, please.
Eli looks at him for a second.
I'm sorry.
He turns around and walks away. As he does, Leo's face drops and he begins to cry. The lighting goes back to the present and Freddie puts his head through the bedroom door.
You okay in there?
Leo quickly hides his face and sniffles.
You're crying.
No?
Freddie goes back in the bedroom and comes out wearing a dressing gown. He sits opposite Leo.
Has something happened?
He puts his hand on Leo's thigh.
No.
Then why are you crying?
Leo takes a deep breath.
You know what might make your... You know what might take your mind off whatever it is?
What?
Another drink.
Freddie gets a beer for himself and another Alco Pop for Leo.
I know you like that one.
Pause.
I don't want it.
Well, leave it on the table. You might need it when we're done.
Awkward pause. Leo composes himself. Freddie drinks.
Shall we head back to the bedroom?
Pause.
No.
What?
I lied.
Pause.
I lied about having done it before.
Freddie doesn't respond. Leo lifts his head.
Well, not entirely.
Pause.
I have done it before, just not with a guy.
Ah,
And that wasn't real.
right.
I chose to do it, but I didn't really want to.
Pause. Leo sniffles.
I should go.
He begins to move. Freddie stops him.
You don't have to.
Feel bad.
I know a way to make you feel better.
Pause. Freddie moves his hand to Leo's lap.
I don't know.
Pause.
Would it help if I told you about...
As Freddie starts talking, Leo jumps and kisses him. Freddie goes along with it. It is more aggressive than before. After a few moments, Leo pushes Freddie away.
No,
What?
I can't.
What do you mean?
I don't want.
Pause. Leo looks away from Freddie.
You don't want what?
I don't.
What?
Pause.
For fuck's sake.
Freddie turns Leo around, kisses him, and then climbs on his lap. Leo sits still and lets Freddie do it. Freddie takes off his dressing gown as they kiss. He starts removing Leo's top.
Tell me about what you want to do.
I don't know.
Then I'll do you first.
Leo pushes Freddie to the floor.
I don't want this.
What?
I thought I did, but I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't want to have sex with you.
Freddie stares at Leo's face. He gets up, picks up his dressing gown, and goes to his bedroom. Leo fixes his top and sits in silence for a few seconds. The bedroom door opens and Freddie enters, carrying Leo's clothes.
Here.
He places Leo's clothes on the side of the sofa, then returns to his bedroom. Leo begins to dress himself. Freddie enters again, wearing trousers. He puts on his top as he enters.
I've never had someone change their mind so many times.
Sorry.
Pause.
Did you get what you wanted? I know I didn't.
Look, I'm sorry for...
Next time, tell the guy that you're straight. That way, he'll know what you're there for.
I'm not...
To experiment.
I...
You probably don't even want to get fucked. You just wanted the gratification of knowing you could have a guy like me.
Pause.
That's really not what I came here for.
Freddie stares.
Oh, really? What did you come here for then?
Pause.
It's complicated.
I've got time. Not like I'm doing anything else.
You don't care. You just want to fuck me.
Not anymore.
Still,
Pause. Freddie stares at Leo. Leo takes a breath.
I felt like I needed to prove who I am.
Prove who you are.
Yeah, to myself.
Pause.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I just needed to.
And how were you going to do that?
By having sex with you.
So you were experimenting. Great.
Freddie gets up to leave. He stops.
I think you should leave.
I needed to experience it, to know for sure.
You should go.
Pause.
You were the first guy who messaged me.
Pause. Freddie frowns.
But when things began to move, and the phone rang, and you went to the bedroom, and I was just feeling confused and overwhelmed, and
Pause.
I realized I don't want to do this. Not with you.
Huh?
I thought I needed to, but I don't want to have sex with you.
Pause.
Right.
And I don't need to have sex to prove who I am, because I know, so I'm not going to.
Pause. Freddie starts using his phone.
You might not want to, but I was hoping to fuck someone this evening.
Sorry.
Believe it or not, but the world doesn't revolve around you.
Pause.
I know.
It's a pretty selfish move to use someone like that.
Pause. Freddie starts tidying the room.
You should get going. I've got a guy coming over in 20 minutes, and I've got to clean up this mess.
20 minutes?
Yeah?
That's soon.
And?
Short pause.
I have a bunch of 6s on standby.
You have people on standby?
I make a habit of not getting with anyone lower than an 8 unless it's urgent. There's always someone who wants me.
Pause.
Well, that's awful.
Freddie shrugs.
That's how it works.
Leo gets his coat and opens the door.
I hope you get what you want.
Leo leaves. Freddie goes to the kitchen and gets some towels to clean up the spillage. The outer wall of the building returns. Leo sits on the bench again, his legs shaking like they were before, and he checks his phone several times. Eli enters the stage. Leo stands.
Hi.
Eli nods.
Thanks for coming. I wanted to apologize to you in person.
Right.
And I needed to do it today.
You've had 3 months to apologize.
I know. I just didn't realize I needed to until earlier.
Pause.
I'm sorry for being so rude to you.
Pause.
And I'm sorry if I hurt you.
If
That I hurt you. I'm sorry that I hurt you.
Pause.
where is this coming from?
Short pause.
I'm gay.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I lied to you, pretending that I'm not.
Short pause.
Did something happen?
Yes, but that's not important.
Isn't it?
No. I need you to know how sorry I am.
Pause.
It must be important if it made you realize.
It's really not. It was just a stupid thing. I thought I wanted something, but I realized I didn't. And that I really needed to apologize to you.
Okay.
They stand in silence for a few seconds. They begin talking at the same time.
I didn't really...
Thought about you a lot since that party. What?
Really?
Pause. No longer in unison.
Jess and I pretended.
Why?
To get them off our backs. Turns out they've been pressuring Jess too.
Pause.
Has it worked?
Yeah?
That's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Pause.
It means a lot to me that you apologized.
Leo smiles.
I was hoping that maybe we could start again.
What do you mean?
Pause.
I like you. And I'd like to get to know you again.
I see.
And unless you don't want to, because I would understand if not.
Eli smiles.
I think we can do that.
They both smile.
I like you too.
Really?
Yeah. Let's not rush into anything though.
I think that's a good idea.
They smile.
You want to get some food?
Sure.
They begin to leave. Eli puts out his hand. Leo holds it.
What do you want?
Guess.
Leo stops and looks at Eli. Eli smirks.
Are we really doing this again?
We're getting to know each other, aren't we?
Ah, fine. Pizza?
Nope.
Tacos?
No.
Chinese?
Getting closer.
Oh my god, just tell me, please.
They exit the stage.